Good morning. It's great to be with you. Let's have a little sip of coffee, please. I'm ready to go. In the book of Hosea, chapter 12, we're told about Jacob. And he evidently was a character. He took his brother by the heel in the womb. What do you think that's all about? Esau came forth from his mother's womb first. Twins they were. And the little boy was covered in hair. His name means hairy man. But the twin, Jacob, grabbed his heel while he was still in the womb. And I'm sure the midwife was shocked. She was bringing Esau out. But she notices a tiny little hand attached to his heel. A firm grip on his heel. The Israelites listening to Hosea tell the story must have looked at one another bewildered. What does this have to do with us? What does this have to do with us? Why is he telling us this story? What has this got to do with fighting the enemy? The message is simple. Even a baby, here's a man who's greedy for God. Here's a man who's greedy, hungry for everything that God has for him. Jacob came out of the womb fighting, greedy for the blessings of God. There's something of godly instinct in the child. It's as if he was saying, brother, if you don't want the fullness of God, get out of my way. I'm not going to be left behind, even in the womb. If you don't want the blessings of God, I'm not going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. There's something in this young man. The birthright, the blessing Jacob delivered throughout his life represents all the blessings that are in Christ Jesus. It wasn't a double portion of his father's wealth that Jacob was after. He didn't want a double portion of wealth. It wasn't even the promise of the land. He proved that was the case. He labored for Laban for 14 years? Sweat of his brow. Jacob wanted something more. He wanted the blessings of God. He wanted the priestly blessings. Genesis 27. As Isaac laid hands on Jacob and blessed him. In verse 4, verse 19, and verse 27, I will bless him. What his father was doing, it was a high honor of having God's hand upon him. And he's given him the power to bless others. This is what God is looking for today. He's looking to raise up a people who aren't only concerned about making a living, owning a house, driving a nice car. He wants people to be greedy for the blessings of God. He's seeking men and women with passion, not consumed with themselves, not simply living for themselves, for immediate pleasure, for self-satisfaction and glory and everything else. Esau, his theme song was, I can't get no satisfaction. Because he never considered God's eternal purpose. And maybe this is something to do with the text in Malachi chapter 1, when God said, I love Jacob and I hate Esau. You see, Jacob lived with all of his faults, with all of his sins, with all of his down days. He had God's purpose in mind. And his hand on Esau's heel was a powerful statement. I will not be held by sin's grip. I will be a conqueror. I will be victorious. I will fight the devil. I will resist the devil. I'm going to come out of this a winner. I want God's hand upon me. I want the blessing no matter what it costs. I don't care what it takes. You claim to be, this is what Hosea is telling Israel, you claim to be the children of Jacob, but you know nothing about this hunger. You're carnal, you're lazy, your lives are filled with apathy. You don't care about the things of God. You're careless about seeking His will. You're nothing like your father Jacob. Some don't desire to put up a fight. Some have given up. You know what some people have said? What's the use? Things will never be any different. You know what some people are saying today? What's the use? What's the use? What is there to fight for? Let me tell you, fight for your life. We're praying for you. We're praying for you that you'll get better. Fight for your life. We're not here to get our cars punched. We're not going to be conceited how we live this way or the other life. We're not going to be powder puffs. We're not going to be an easy mark for the devil. We're going to stand up because you know why? We're hungry for God. We want Him in our lives, in our hearts, our homes, in our cities. Let's continue to strive. It says in Hosea chapter 12, verse 3, and by His strength He had power with God. Do you want power with God? Hold on. Don't give up. Don't quit. Have a wonderful blessing. A blessed day.